Hello, my name is DJ Schepker, and I am a professor at the Darla Moore School of Business at the University of South Carolina. My research primarily lies in strategic management, where I study strategic leadership and corporate governance. In this course, we will cover panel data analysis concepts. We will attempt to understand how we can utilize panel data analysis for econometric models. Panel data refers to repeated observations of entities over time. This could include entities such as industries, firms, or individuals. The key point is that they appear multiple times within a data set. By appearing several times, it creates analytical challenges that often cannot be addressed by traditional models, such as ordinary least squares regressions. Thus, our goal is to help you build your methodological toolkit to have multiple means by which panel data can be analyzed depending on your research question of interest. This means understanding multiple econometric models for analyzing panel data analysis, where we will understand and know the assumptions and limitations of the models from which you are selecting, with the end goal being for you to understand how to select the appropriate model to test your research question of interest. To do this, the course will be structured as follows. We will start by understanding the basics of panel data, including what it means to have panel data, what are the advantages and potential disadvantages, or at least consequences of such data, and how panel data is structured. This will include setting up a data set in multiple ways to test different research questions. From there, we will talk about understanding the sources of variation, both temporal and cross-sectional, and analyze where in datasets variation exists so that we can help more appropriately choose the model that best can analyze our data. After we understand sources of variation, we will talk about the assumptions, advantages, and limitations of common econometric models, including pooled OLS, random effects, and fixed effects. Once we have an understanding of those core models, we will also talk about approaches that can blend some of those models, including Munlach models and hybrid models that allow for testing both within and between entity variation that can address research questions traditional random effects and fixed effects models cannot. We will also explore state-of-the-art models, including some such as dynamic panel data analysis models, where we use first difference variables to control for unobserved entity heterogeneity. Finally, we will explore the idea of variation in temporal ways. That is, many models control for time as a factor by taking out any variance through the use of dummy variables. But if we relax these assumptions and instead think of the power of time as something that can be harnessed for explanatory purposes and look at differences in trajectories over time, it enables us to answer new questions theoretically and empirically. At the end of the day, my goal is to help you have a variety of means through which you can best analyze panel data depending on the research question of interest. In taking this class, a few things that would be helpful to know. First is that I primarily use Stata. I can provide some code in R, and it can be often easy to translate to R, but I will primarily share research illustrations via Stata. I will also provide data and code that can be used in Stata. The data can be used anywhere, so please feel free to use the program of which you are most comfortable. But more than anything, please feel free to bring your own data. Utilizing the techniques that we talk about in class on a data set that you already have can help enable you to push your research further faster. And I am excited and optimistic that together we can perform models within the course that will help you analyze your data better. At the end of the day, our goal is to help build tools that you can use to analyze panel data in multiple ways to answer a variety of research questions.